Hi, this is Tao Ruspoli again for Introduction to Flamenco Guitar. Um, we were in the last lesson going over the Soleares or the Solea. You should, you know, listen to traditional flamenco guitar and singing as much as possible. And if you notice the names of the pieces, often, let's say there's a great flamenco guitar player like Sabicas or Nino Ricardo. These are some of the greats from the 1940s and 50s and 60s. You might see a name of a piece, and then next to it it'll say Bulerías or Soleares or Alegrías or Granainas or any of these song forms that I've described. And you'll start to hear the way different players approach the different forms. Again, the goal is to make to be authentic to the roots of what flamenco is, but also to make it your own. Imagine it's very similar to the blues. You have each player of the blues is faithful to the tradition, but at the same time they're making the playing their own. That's Lightning Hopkins is a great blues player. He plays very real, very authentic blues, and at the same time, you can just hear him play a few notes and you know that it's him. That's the goal in flamenco, is to really understand the tradition well enough that then you can make it your own. And the way to do that is to not learn set pieces, but to learn how the structures work, and then to start putting it together in your way. And we're going to continue a little bit longer on the Solea, learn a little bit more, and then move on to other things. But once you've had this basic kind of structural understanding, you can even go on YouTube and type Solea falsettas, and and I'm sure there's dozens of videos of people showing different types of falsettas, modern ones, old ones. Okay, so like a good introduction to the Solea that I like is goes. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what I'm doing here is, and of course, like everything else, there's a million ways to do this. You could do a little tremolo before. So tremolo is 3 or 4, starting with 1, 2, 3, 4. So 11, 12. Or you can do it with little arpeggios here. So it's not really a falsetto. That's more like, I mean, you could do it in the middle, but to me it sounds like the beginning of something. Another basic falsetto that also sounds good at the beginning. I'd go 11, 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 1, 2. So this I'm doing just octaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, and 5, and 6. So again, 1, A octave, 2. So that's only 6, and you want 12, so you do it again. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're doing, this is no longer an octave, you're doing F, A, and then E flat. So another nice simple one is I'm doing, this is the F and A. Of course, I'm giving the notes as if there was no capo. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can go. Everything has variations, and you'll find your own way to do these things, hopefully. But the basic thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, but again, let's vary it by going. I'm just adding. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 E and 7 E, 7 E and 8 E and 9 E and 10, and then G7, 10, 11, 12, and then we're going to go on to same as it was down up here, but it's here. And then F. Now you'll notice that I don't know if you have any classical guitar knowledge, you'll know the difference between a brush stroke, which lifts up like this, and a rest stroke, which when you're doing picado, which is with these two fingers, which again, because I have focal hand dystonia, I've lost most of my picado, and I do most of the stuff with the thumb up and down. Now I'll show you in a minute. But what you want to do if you don't have neurological problems with your hands is practice 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can run scales. And you want to alternate always, of course. And you can run scales. The point is that the rest stroke is much more common in flamenco because it's got just a little bit more drive than a kind of the brush stroke, which is a little bit more gentle. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest stroke also with the thumb. 5 and 6, 7 E and 7 E and 8 E and 9 E and 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 E and no longer barring. I'm doing here 7 E and 8 E and 9 E and 10. Now at speed, what this will sound like, and I'm gonna again not do picado because I can't do it fast enough. I'm gonna use my thumb, so it's weird form, but you can get the idea. 1, 2, 3. And then the final part is 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 5 E and 6 E and 7 E and 8 E and 9 E this with piccato. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 5 E and 6 E and 7 E and 8 E and 9 E and 10. Let me do that super slow. I'm gonna do it all with the thumb. No, I won't. I'll do it properly. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 5 E and 6 E and 7 E and 8 E and 9 E and oh, I made a mistake because I broke a nail. So that's making it especially difficult to do my piccato. So let me do this again with the thumb.